Hey guys, it's me again, and today I'm going to be doing a review on Thomas and Friends Big World Big Adventures. Came in the year of 2018. So the plot is we have Thomas shunting trucks in the yard and Gordon was teasing him, and then he meets this car called Ace, and then Ace encourages Thomas to go around the world, and Thomas does that, and it makes everybody on Solar worry about where Thomas was, and then Thomas arrives in Africa, and which Ace's first race is held in the Sahara, and then the Fat Controller is mad at Carly, and then Carly lifts the Fat Controller onto a ship to Dakar, and then Thomas is asked to pull a goods train, and he meets this engine called Nia. And then Thomas didn't like Nia at first, but Nia followed him everywhere he went. And then Thomas goes to Brazil, and which he was worried about where Ace was, which he found Ace on the ship. And then he was also asked to deliver a goods train all the way up to San Francisco in the USA. And then the Fat Controller goes to Brazil. And then Thomas sees Ace in the Amazon jungle. And then there was this kind of earthquake in the Amazon jungle where the bridge collapsed. And Thomas, Nia, Ace, and the trucks nearly fell into the water. And then the Fat Controller arrives in Brazil. And then Thomas, Nia, and Ace arrive in the United States. And where Ace tells Thomas to play a trick on Nia by splitting the trucks into half so Ace can get to his race. And then he and Ace and the trucks get derailed, and they meet this engine called Bo, who helps Thomas and Ace. And then the Fat Controller arrives in the USA, and then Thomas drops Ace off to the salt flats, and then Thomas goes onto a ship to China to find Nia, which he also finds Yong Bao. And then Thomas asks an engine where Nia was, and the engine said that she was gone to the Rainbow Mountains. And then Thomas went off to the Rainbow Mountains to find Nia. And then Thomas finds Nia, and then Nia was cross with him for leaving him behind in the US. But Thomas said that it was Ace's idea. And then there was this avalanche in the Himalayas, and Thomas and Nia almost fell off, but then Yong Bao came to the rescue and put Nia and Thomas to safety. And then Thomas and Nia go back to Sodor, and everyone is happy. And that's basically what the plot is. To be honest, guys, I actually really like this film. I know you guys are surprised, but I like it. No, it's not great or anything. It's just good in my opinion. It's definitely better than the season 22. I'm not saying season 22 is bad or anything. It's just alright, I guess. So yeah, why do I like this movie? Is because we finally get to see Thomas going around the world. Which I don't think it was meant that way. I think it was meant that Thomas going around the island of Sodor. I think that's what the Reverend W. Awdry meant, but Mattel just wanted to force Thomas to go around the world because, shows these days need to have more action-packed. And, yeah. And this was also the first film and this was also the pilot to the TV series of Big World Big Adventures, also known as Season 22. This was the actual pilot. And yeah. So let's talk about the new characters. Oh boy, we have a lot of new characters in this. I'm not going to go through all of them because I don't know all of them. I'm going to go through some of them. The first one we have is Nia, who's the token newbie. And Ace is also the token newbie. And Nia became a main character in the show. And she's also part of the Steam team now, which she replaced Edward. And Rebecca replaced Henry. And Rebecca wasn't even in the special. When this special was first announced, some people predicted that Rebecca was going to appear, but she didn't. And some people were predicting that Darcy was going to appear in Digs and Discoveries, but she was going to appear in a season 23 episode called First Day on Sodor. And, yeah. We also have Ace, the rally car, and we have Bo, Quegu, Natalie, Emerson, the Chinese Diesel. Who else do we have? Oh yeah, the American Diesels. Kobe, Cassia, Carfer. Who else did we have? Oh yeah, I think we had the International Rally Cars, and there's a few other new characters in this. And we also got a few returning characters, like we have Yong Bao, Vinny, Rajiv, and Carlos. Which Vinny and Rajiv didn't speak. Rajiv didn't speak until Series 22. And Carlos and Vinny didn't have a speaking role at all. The only time we heard Vinny speaking was in The Great Race. And we only seen Carlos in one scene, which he also made, and he also appeared in a deleted scene with the Sun Worshipper scene, which is a very weird scene and probably the most ridiculous scene I've ever seen in the entire film. And yeah. And when I first heard about the new series of Thomas the Tank Engine being announced, I was like, wow, this was going to be quite awesome. But then when I first saw the poster of this movie, I was super hyped about it. I was very excited to see it. But then came October 14th, 2017, where my excitement went down the toilet. When I heard about Edward and Henry leaving Tidmouth Sheds, I was absolutely pissed, to be honest with you. I was absolutely mad that they were replacing Edward and Henry. Pretty much every fan was mad at that time. So, my excitement of Season 22 and this movie were lost. But then the teasers for this movie came along. When my interests start going back uphill. At first I was very excited again. And I thought that Season 22 was going to be okay. Then the actual trailer was out. And I was very excited to see it. And some music videos. Which they were really good. And when I saw the actual movie in cinemas, I really liked it. And I actually do like this film to this day. It's not my favorite movie of 2019 anymore. It used to, but I actually find this movie really decent. It's probably it's probably number 10 now. Journey Beyond Solar was even more gooder than this. Yeah. And when I first heard it was being announced, I thought, who's gonna voice Yong Bao? And I was also excited to see Ashima and Shane again. Oh yeah, and Rajiv. I was really excited to see them again. And also Nia was originally meant to have a different actor before Yvonne Grundy came along, but she was cut and replaced with Yvonne Grundy. I don't know what happened to Nia's other actor. Did she not like the project, or she probably quitted and they replaced her with Yvonne Grundy? Yeah. And I was also thinking, who's going to voice Rebecca? Lucy Montgomery? Which I thought it would be Lucy Montgomery voicing her, because I could actually hear Lucy Montgomery's voice with Rebecca. Yeah. And what else do I have to say about this? Oh yeah, and the ending was a bit all over the top. Yeah, I absolutely hate the ending of this film. And the animation was fine, I guess. Not that good anymore. I used to think that the animation was okay, but now I think the animation is starting to be really cartoony and wacky about the bouncing trains moving a lot. Because it's starting to get over the top. I didn't mind it in season 21, but here it just getting over the top. And we also got, and some characters from this movie did appear in future episodes, especially Nia. Shankar even appeared in a few episodes in season 22 and season 23. And so did the Chinese Diesel and who else? Oh yeah, Emerson, Fernando, Casilla. And there's a few other characters as well that had episodes and made cameo appearances. Yeah. And we didn't even get to see Thomas's friends that much in the film. They were only in at the beginning and the ending. That's it. This movie usually focuses on Thomas and Nia and Ace as well. So that was probably my nitpick. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Wait, is it? No, I think I still have more, if I do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap everything up, guys. Because, I can't make videos for at least 15 minutes. So yeah. Overall, Big World Big Adventures is a decent film. It gets a 8 out of 10. It's not spectacular, it's not action-packed, it's just good in my opinion. So yeah, that's all for now. Stay tuned for some more videos coming up soon. And this is me, signing off.